Girl, that's quite a shiner. Tell me, was it your good man who blacked your eye? Girl, that's quite a shiner. Tell me, was it your good man who blacked your eye? You can let your guard down, girl. It's only you and I. Go on, lay your head down easy. Lay down your head and sleep the night. Well, go on, lay your head down easy. Lay down your head and sleep the night. Yes, and when there comes the darkness, oh girl, look on, there comes the light. And why you got the pistol with you? Smells just like it's done been fired. Why you got the pistol with you? Smells just like it's done been fired. It's a long walk up from your place. Oh girl, you must be awful tired. Ain't no crime in doing right, and girl, there ain't no shame in what you done. Ain't no crime in doing right, and girl, there ain't no shame in what you done. Won't you wipe the tears from your eyes? I'll wipe your prints off of the gun. Go on, lay your head down easy. Lay down your head and sleep the night. Go on, lay your head down easy. Lay down your head and sleep the night. Yes, and when there comes the darkness, oh girl, look on, there comes the light.
Thank you guys very much. My name is Trapper Haskins. I'm going to switch guitars here real quick. We're going sans set list tonight, so we'll be making this up as we go along. I think I played Fam Jam last year, and I remember being kind of cool on the evening that I played. It's anything but tonight. I'm going to play a John Prine song here.
I am an old woman named after my mother. My old man is another child that's grown old. If dreams were lightning and thunder were desire, this old house would have burned down a long time ago. Make me an angel that flies from Montgomery, and make me a poster of an old rodeo. Just give me one thing that I can hold on to believe in this living is just a hard way to go. when I was a young girl. Said I had me a cowboy, and he were much to look at, just a free rambling man. But that was a long time, and no matter how I tried, all the years just flow by like a broken down dam. Make me an angel that flies from Montgomery, and make me a poster of an old rodeo. Just give me one thing that I can hold on to. To believe in this living is just a hard way to go. Hey! There's flies in the kitchen, I can hear them buzzing. Man, I ain't done nothing since I woke up today. How the hell can a person go to work in the morning and come home in the evening and have nothing to say? Make me an angel that flies from Montgomery. Make me a poster of an old rodeo. Just give me one thing that I can hold on to. To believe in this living is just a hard way to go. Now I said, to believe in this living is just a hard way to go. Hey!
Thank you guys very much. That's a John Prine song, Angel from Montgomery. He's definitely one of my favorite writers from way back. Let's see. What we're gonna do now? Let's do Souvenir. It's a song I wrote very shortly after moving back to Tennessee. My wife and I lived in New Orleans for a little while, pre-Katrina. And I bought her a Christmas present, as most men are prone to do at the very last minute, at a pawn shop there off of Magazine Street. And when I released my album, this song's the lead-off track, and I had some old friends of mine write me emails asking if my wife and I were okay, because it's about a couple splitting up. So it's just completely fictitious. But the catalyst for the song was this old bracelet that I bought her at the very last minute that's now long since broken.
I bought you a bracelet at a pawn shop in New Orleans, few blocks off of St. Charles early one Christmas Eve. Sterling silver with a turquoise stone, it was etched with arrows, snakes, and bones. I bought you a bracelet at a pawn shop in New Orleans. You wore it to the quarter, we walked around Jackson Square. Boys playing trumpets, had a box, I threw some change in there. Don't waste your money on the tarot cards. It's just some smooth talkers wearing needle marks. You wore it to the quarter, we walked around Jackson Square. That was many years ago. The city stays, the river rolls. And all the things that we once held so dear kept the meaning but lost the shine. In another town, another time, I was only trying to find you a souvenir. I ain't seen you wearing it in a dog's age. I thought silver and stone went with anything. What's the matter, don't you like it still? You know it cost me a $20 bill. And I ain't seen you wearing it in a dog's age. That was many years ago. The city stays, the river rolls. All the things that we once held so dear kept the meaning but lost the shine. In another town, another time, I was only trying to find you a souvenir. Yeah, I know who you mean when you say dear, and I know where you go when you're not here and you're out on the town, running around. Tonight I took one last walk out our door. I saw her lying underneath the couch there on the floor. The stone was missing and the silver was scratched. The band was bent and had a broken latch. Tonight I took one last walk out our door. That was many years ago. The city stays, the river rolls. All the things that we once held so dear kept the meaning but lost the shine. In another town, another time, I was only trying to find you a souvenir. Yeah, I know what you wear underneath that mess, and I know what you wear underneath that dress. Yeah, 'cause I was the one. Now it's over and done. All right, I'm gonna change guitars back here to the old steel body. Do one of our gospel songs. You guys nice and cool out there? They have water and probably funnel cakes and other goodies back there at the trailer. So, so my band released we did a gospel EP a couple of last year. And most of it's old 1920s gospel blues stuff, but this is the one that I wrote. This is the title track called I'm on My Way Back Home. And it is in Mr. Larry Z. It's in E. Time out, guys. Sorry. You don't want to hear that out of tune guitar. I think the weather's playing havoc with this. country, down straight and down crooked roads. Sunshine today, and I'm on my way. I'm on my way back home. I'm on my way back home. I'm on my way back home. I ain't got the key, but it won't bother me, 'cause I'm on my way back home. The cruelest of men, they wear horns. The kindest of men wear halos. And I've met them all, seen them fly, seen them fall. And I'm on my way back home. I'm on my way back home. I'm on my way back home. I ain't got any bread, but soon I'll be fed, 'cause I'm on my way back home. Walking home there. Yes, I was once a believer in whiskey, women, and gold. But I saw the light and everything was alright. Now that I'm on my way back home. I'm on my way back home. I'm on my way back home. My shoes are beat and I bruised up my feet, yeah, but I'm on my way back home. I'm on my way back home. I'm on my way back home. My shoes are beat and I bruised up my feet, yeah, but I'm on my way back home. I'm on my way back home. Mr. John, good to see you here. Or were you? I needed a pick earlier, John. Your brother had to come to the rescue. This is what happens when I don't have a set list with me. I'm going to make it up as we go along. I'm going to switch guitars back here one more time. Y'all give it up for Larry Z. He's a harp player and also my guitar tech, I guess, handing me guitars here between tunes. Yeah, that's right, that's right. I'm doing it for for a while. We're going to do another one here off the album Alluvium, which I think is back there somewhere in an old beat-up suitcase. At the yeah, you can get you a bottle of water, a funnel cake, and a album they're just $5 if you put your email on the email list there. A little invasion of privacy. I won't spam you or anything. I'm actually not really good about sending out newsletters, but trying to get better. We're going to do a song called Out of State Tags here. Thank you, dear. I like those glasses. I slipped into town around midnight after 17 hours on the road. Between the cold docks of trains, Lord, there ain't nothing changed in this place I no longer call home. Floodlights are shown on the courthouse, but there weren't a soul on the square. I call my generation on the radio station. I ain't heard since our senior year. I ain't heard since our senior year. This is the place, this ain't the time. It's just the life that we used to live. Baby, it was yours, it was mine. Said all goodbyes, packed on my bags. I'm just a stranger in my hometown, come through without a state tax. We were too cool for school spirit. We were too young for the bars. So I'd sneak a six-pack, we'd drive out and lay back in a pasture on the hood of my car. You had a head full of knowledge, I had a tin full of snuff. You keep your eyes out for meteorites, but I never was patient enough. I never was patient enough. This is the place, but this ain't the time. It's just the life that we used to live. Baby, it was yours, it was mine. Said all goodbyes, packed on my back. I'm just a stranger in my hometown, come through without a state tax. Did not expect that I'd see you, least of all here serving me. Well, I figured you'd have your own painting studio in New York, or maybe the Keys. Me, I've been traveling for work some St. Louis down to Santa Fe. And I'd give it all up to hold you tomorrow, or to buy back just one yesterday. Buy back just one yesterday. This is the place, this ain't the time. It's just the life that we used to live. Baby, it was yours, it was mine. Said all goodbye, packed all my bags. I'm just a stranger in my hometown, come through without a state tax. I'm just a stranger in my hometown, come through without a state tax. Thank you guys very much. It's on my band's first CD, Illuvium, which, like I said, is back there at the Goody trailer. I'm gonna do a I'm gonna try and do a pretty new one that Mr. James Bell wanted to hear. So if you guys like it, I wrote it a little while back. If you guys don't like it, it's James' fault for requesting it. It's pretty unrehearsed, but it is called "On the Corner of Your Bed." And James, what key is that in? What's that? I don't know. Am I asking the wrong person? This is one of those ones that I don't play this one at home very often. It's a cheating song. But it's a remorseful cheating song, so still don't play it at home. And the song makes mention of Gabriel Garcia Marquez, which is one of my favorite writers, so let me turn this tremolo down. Technical. All right, you guys having a good time? Who's going to Bonnaroo tomorrow? Yeah? All right, this will be my first time tomorrow, so I'm gonna be a newbie too. We lived in the area for a good number of years, and I've never been, so this will be the first. James, if I forget the words, you're gonna have to help me along here. Sat on the corner of your bed, a heart beating a drum inside my head. You were reading Gabriel Garcia Marquez. I sat on the corner of your bed. Never should have let it go so far. Never should have drove you in my car. Never should have let you linger like a thief inside my heart. Never should have let it go so far. If I could only give it back, take your drinks off of my tab, forget your name and watch you climb into a cab. If I could only give it back. I got a woman I call my own, and I got a child to feed at home. How in the hell could I let myself pick up the phone? I got a woman I call my own. If I could only give it back, take your drinks off of my tab, forget your name and watch you climb into a cab. If I could only give it back. Sat on the corner of your bed, having the day's last cigarette. And when it was gone, smoke and ashes, all that was left. Sat on the corner of your bed. If I could only give it back, take your drinks off of my tab, forget your name and watch you climb into a cab. If I could only give it back. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that enthusiasm there. That's called On the Corner of Your Bed. It's also called Do Not Play That Song at Home. That one will be on the next album, and possibly this one. I tell you what, I'm gonna play unless James opposes this, because James is sort of my manager when I play in this area. He dictates what songs I do and do not play. I'm gonna play another Brandy new one. I think you heard it, James, over at that last gig we did up in what am I trying to say? What did we play? Collins River. Yeah. This is called Homebound and True. It's a little slow thing here. I'll pick up the pace after this one. I should note before I play this real quick, this is sort of, I kind of got out of playing out for a while. I've got a wife that was going to school, and so was working 60 hours a week and sort of hung the guitar up for a little while. And this is sort of me looking back on my time playing gigs, traveling to Louisville and Auburn, Alabama, and different places to play. So this is called Homebound and True. I'm real weary and I have not shaved. I'm in the mood for the misbehave. When you eat your place, blaring old Jimmy LaFave. You're the only thing I've left to say. I'll be back around the break of day. Long enough that he hear you say, love me like you're leaving again. We're all goners anyway. Should not go, cannot stay. The shortest road I've known, the one that strays away from you. Longest road I've known, the one that winds homebound and true. Every man believes himself a king. A cardboard crown, a plastic ring. All these lonely empires, little more and full of crooked things. You got the comfort only you can bring. And the shortest road I've known, the one that strays away from you, the longest road I've known, the same that winds homebound and true. Go on, girl, don't cry for me. The older you get, the more you see. You pay for the thing that you are with the things you'll never be. It ain't nobody purely free. And the shortest road I've known, one that strays away from you, the longest road I've known, the same that winds homebound and true. The longest road I've known, the same that winds homebound and true. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. All right, I promised you we'd pick it up, so we're gonna do a little song here called You Was a Long Shot. This one's in G there, Mr. Larry. So this tune I wrote when we lived up on the mountain there, which here's a little shameless plug. I've got a 12-acre farm for sale right up on the mountain in Altamont. We've got some tenants living in the house while I'm in Murfreesboro. 2,000 square foot wood shop, 2,000 square foot farmhouse built in 1930. Absolutely beautiful. Only a 25-minute drive to Home Depot there, Badfish. You might ought to think about that. There's even a milking barn, Badfish, if you want to get into the dairy business. You seem like a goat milker. All right, here's You Was a Long Shot. You remember our first date when I picked you up in my 57 Studebaker long bed truck. Drove down 31 out to the county fair. I threw a strike and dunked the preacher, won the teddy bear. I kissed you on the cheek, you was so pretty and high. We was having more fun there than the law would allow. I dropped you off late, but honey, that ain't a sense. I loved your hair, I loved your eyes, I'd love to see you again. You was a long shot, baby, I admit it. I never thought that you would give me the time. I saw your face in town, I could not forget it. Swore to heaven, gonna make you mine. Been working all week down at the Crosstown Mill for a tank of gasoline, a couple $10 bills. I'm stepping out slacks, I had them cleaned and pressed. I don't couldn't wait to see you in your knee-high dress. Well, I hadn't thought it over, every girl that I knew, and I hadn't met one yet held a candle to you. We were going steady, so I made up my mind. Had a ring down in my pocket, baby, be my bride. You was a long shot, baby, I admit it. I never thought that you would give me the time. I saw your face in town, I could not forget it. Swore to heaven, gonna make you mine. Yeah. Now you giving the impression you've been running around out there honky-tonkin' up in Nashville town. I didn't want to think I couldn't dream you would stray, but I heard you was at Roberts up there on Broadway. That boy that you've been seeing with, girl, he ain't no count. You know he can't afford the jukebox, he's just running his mouth. Got knuckles like an anvil and his alley cat lean. You know he's quicker than a cockfight and his process mean. You was a long shot, baby, I admit it. I never give you cause to be untrue. You think you're high class, girl, you will regret it. He'll only leave you hot, broken, blue. Yeah. We're going to take you back to church here. We're going to do another gospel tune. This is a song. It's an old gospel tune that I learned off a Ry Cooder record. I first heard it when Ry Cooder did. This is Jesus on the Main Line, and this one is also on our gospel EP that we have back there. The EP is called On My Way Back Home. Quick check here. Also, a quick check on time. Okay. Ooh.
You're good for about another 3 or 4?
3 or 4? Okay. Whatever you want. It's fine with me. I got nothing to do but wake up and go to Bonnaroo tomorrow, so... Momentarily, stick with us here. This is a 1957 guitar, so it's a little aged. But it sort of coats it. There we go. Now she's ready for some gospel now. Jesus on the main line, tell him what you want. Jesus on the main line, tell him what you want. Jesus on the main line, tell him what you want. Call him up, tell him what you want. Line ain't never busy, tell him what you want. Line ain't never busy, so tell him what you want. Line ain't never busy, so tell him what you want. Call him up, tell him what you want. Oh, call him up, Larry. you're sick and wanna get well, tell him what you want. If you're sick and wanna get well, tell him what you want. If you're sick and wanna get well, tell him what you want. Call him up, tell him what you want. If you want the kingdom, tell him what you want. If you want the kingdom, tell him what you want. If you want the kingdom, tell him what you want. Call him up, tell him what you want. Call him up, Lord, call him up. If you need your heart right, tell him what you want. If you need your heart right, tell him what you want. And if you need your heart right, tell him what you want. Call him up, tell him what you want. Jesus on the main line, tell him what you want. Jesus on the main line, tell him what you want. Jesus on the main line, tell him what you want. Call him out, tell him what you want. Call him up, Billy. Jesus on the main line, tell him what you want. Jesus on the main line, tell him what you want. Jesus on the main line, tell him what you want. Call him up, tell him what you want. Call him up, tell him what you want. All right, I'm gonna change guitars here and do a few more for you. In fact, I think we're gonna do another gospel tune here. That's this one didn't make it onto our disc only because I wrote it after the disc had already come out. But it's sort of got that old time gospel feel. But it's actually I wrote this one maybe a year ago. So this is called Ain't No Trouble. I've got a friend of mine, actually a guy who drums for my band. His daughter had some things she was going through, so driving home from practice one night, driving all the way from Nashville back to the mountain, I sort of had this sort of mantra going around and around in my head: ain't no trouble gonna hold me down. So I wrote this song for Sierra. This is Sierra's song, Ain't No Trouble. Ain't no trouble gonna hold me down. Ain't no trouble gonna hold me down. The world ain't no bother. I know my father's made room in his house. Ain't no trouble, ain't no trouble gonna hold me down. Moses, he walked right through the Red Sea. Moses, he walked right through the Red Sea. Showed the downhearted, waters have parted, the people walk free. Moses, he walked, Moses walked right through the Red Sea. Lazarus, he walked right out of his grave. Lazarus, he walked right out of his grave. Jesus said, rise up, open your eyes up, child, and be saved. Lazarus, he walked, Lazarus walked right out of his grave. Devil, get back. I'm walking with God. Devil, get back. Oh, I'm walking with God. I'm bound for Canaan, can't be mistaken. I won't be stopped. So devil, get back. Devil, get back. I'm walking with God. There ain't no trouble gonna hold me down. There ain't no trouble gonna hold me down. The world ain't no bother. I know my Father's made room in his house. Ain't no trouble, ain't no trouble gonna hold me down. Ain't no trouble, ain't no trouble gonna hold me down. All right, I'm gonna close out here. I've got one more to do for you guys, and sure have appreciated you guys hanging out with us here. And I'm not sure the name of the fellow that's coming up next, but I think there's a good, what's his name? Mike Norris, Mark Norris. I apologize, but the rumor is there's a guitar that's not going to survive the set, so I'm going to stick around for that. So I'm gonna dedicate this song to Larry Badfish out there. This is a song about a product that they sell at the store where he and I used to work together. And it's actually not a song about that product, it's a song about the ingenuity of the boys on the mountain. And how many of them, even though they have not graduated high school, they know a whole lot more about chemistry than you and I, if you know what I'm saying. In other words, they make a living cooking stuff. So this tune is called 2 Years' Time. And Badfish, like I said, is for you. Not that you cook the stuff, but I know you know people that come in and buy this stuff. Muriatic acid by the gallon at the hardware store. Muriatic acid by the gallon at the hardware store. Ain't nobody around here that don't know what for. Cooking in a box truck way up Dogtown Road. Cooking in a box truck way up Dogtown Road. Daddy don't give a damn, mama she won't know. Daddy in his day he made that old stop old liquor. Uncle Richie laid him a fistful of seed in the ground. My work ain't clean, but the money's quicker. 2 years' time, I'm on the bank enough to buy this town. Found her with a cigarette and burning it in her hand. Found her with a cigarette still burning in her hand. And a piece in her eyes like she caught sight of Beulah land. Daddy in his day he made that old stomp old liquor. Uncle Richie laid him a fistful of seed in the ground. My work ain't clean, but the money's quicker. 2 years' time, I'm on the bank enough to buy this town. The blade won't hold an edge, ain't worth a thing. A blade that won't hold an edge ain't worth a thing. And a man can't hold his tongue ain't worth the proper grade. Daddy in his day he made that old stop old liquor. Uncle Richie laid him a fistful of seed in the ground. My work ain't clean, but the money's quicker. 2 years' time, I'm on the bank enough to buy this. 2 years' time, I'm on the bank enough to buy this. 2 years' time, I'm on the bank enough to buy this time.
Thank you guys very much. My name's Trapper Haskins.
One more big hand for Trapper Haskins. I told you all you'd enjoy that. Was I wrong or was I right? We've got one more band coming up. We're going to take a few minutes here to break down with Trapper and set up the next group. You're going to really enjoy this one too. And like Trapper was saying, there's a guitar that will not survive the set. It's going to be a lot of fun, so stick around. Again, call all your family and friends. Tell them to come down here. If they can't make it for some reason, maybe they're out of state, tell them to listen on the radio, WFMCJams.com, or they can go to our website. There's a video link they can watch as the guitar gets destroyed on stage here. So we having a good time tonight in Manchester. I'd scream with you, but nobody would hear it. Are you making fun of me?
Yep.
James Bell said earlier that God does answer prayers because he's been praying for me to lose my voice for a long time. But he said God picked